Mr. Okello, I am supposed to read to you the charges that have been brought before you, against you. But I want to first tell you that you are entitled to legal representation as a right that is provided by the Constitution. And 2 lawyers have been assigned to represent you. I want you to confirm to this court whether you have met them or they have met you.
Yes, I will confirm to the court that I am appointed with the lawyers.
Could you please speak a little louder?
Yes, my lord. I will confirm that I'm appointed with my lawyers, my legal representation.
Okay. I also need to tell you that under the Constitution, you are presumed innocent until you either plead guilty yourself or the prosecution proves you guilty. So I want you to know that you have that right.
Yes, my lord. I know now that I have that right. Yes.
Okay. So, having told you of those rights, I will also advise you that after you have, I have read the charges to you, if you feel like you want to sit down, we can provide a chair for you and you proceed while seated. Okay?
Yes, okay.
And in the event that you want to say anything, you can speak through your lawyers, or you can raise your hand and speak directly to the court.
Yes, okay, my lord.
Okay. So I now want you to listen very carefully the charges that have been brought against you. You are charged in four counts. And the first count is a charge of murder. It is contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. The particulars of this offense are that you, Christopher Okello Onyum, are those your names?
Yes, my lord, those are my names.
Okay. That on the 2nd day of April 2026, at Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center, Ggaba Trading Zone, Ggaba Parish, marking the division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Gideon. What this offense means is that you, with intention, you unlawfully caused the death of this person called Gideon. So have you heard that charge?
Yes, my lord, I have heard the charge.
You heard the charge. Have you understood it?
Yes, my lord.
You've understood it?
Yes, I did. I understood it.
Is it true?
Do you mean, my lord, to ask me for the plea?
Sorry? You want to speak to your lawyers?
Yes, just one minute, please.
Mr. Okello, is it true?
No, my lord. Actually,
We are in court. Could we please have some peace and calm? Is it true?
I plead not guilty, my lord.
You plead not guilty. Okay, I have entered a plea of not guilty on count 1.
Christopher Okello Onyum bamuvunaana emisango ena okusooka gwa butemu nga kigambirwa nti Christopher Okello Onyum ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 ogwokuna 2026 Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center mu Ggaba Trading Center, Ggaba Parish, Makindye Division mu Kampala District ng'alina ekigendererwa yatta ettiku Gideon. Bamubuuziza omusango n'agamba aguwulidde naye nga si kituufu.
Mr. Okello, we are going to the second count, and it is also a charge of murder. It is contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. And the particulars of this offense are that you, Christopher Okello Onyum, on the 2nd day of April 2026 at Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center, Ggaba Trading Zone, Ggaba Parish, Makindye Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Keisha Agenwo Otim. And what this offense means is that you intentionally killed or caused the death of this person called Keisha Agenwo Otim. Mr. Okello, have you heard the charge?
Yes, my lord, I've had the charge.
Have you understood it?
Yes, my lord, I have understood the charge.
And how do you plead? How do you plead?
I plead not guilty to this charge, my lord.
Okay, I've also entered a plea of not guilty on count 2 for you.
Omusango gw'okubiri nagwe gwa butemu era nga kigambirwa nti Christopher Okello Onyum ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 ogwokuna 2026 ku Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center, Ggaba Trading Center, Ggaba Parish, Makindye Division, Kampala District ng'alina ekigendererwa yatta Keisha Agenwo Otim. Era bamubuuziza omusango baguwulidde n'agamba aguwulidde naye n'agamba teyagukola.
So, Mr. Okello, we go to the third count or the third offense. It is also a charge of murder contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap or chapter 128. The particulars of this offense are that you, Christopher Okello Onyum, on the 2nd day of April 2026 at Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center, Ggaba Trading Center, Trading Zone, Ggaba Parish, Makindye Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Seriange Ignatius. And what this offense means is that with intention, you caused the death or you killed Seryange Ignatius. Mr. Okello, have you had that charge?
Yes, my lord, I've had the charge.
Have you understood it?
Yes, my lord, I've understood the charge.
Mr. Okello, how do you plead?
I plead not guilty to this charge, my lord.
Okay, I've also entered a plea of not guilty for this count as well.
Omusango gwokusatu era nagwo gwa butemu nga kigambibwa nti Christopher Okello Onyum ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 ogwokuna 2026 Ggaba Agricultural Development Center mu Ggaba Trading Zone Ggaba Parish Machinje Division mu Kampala District ng'alina ekigendererwa yatta Seryange Ignatius bamubuuziza omusango n'agamba aguwulidde naye mbu teyagukola.
Mr. Okello, the last count, so the last charge, is also a charge of murder and it is contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, chapter 128. And the particulars of this offense are that you, Okello, Christopher Okello Onyum, on the 2nd day of April 2026, Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center, Ggaba Trading Zone, Ggaba Parish, Machinje Division in Kampala District, with malice and forethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Odeke Ryan. Mr. Okello, have you had the charge?
Yes, my lord, I have had the charge.
Have you understood it?
Yes, I've understood the charge, my lord.
How do you plead, Mr. Okello?
My lord, I plead not guilty to this charge.
So, Mr. Okello, I have also entered a plea of not guilty on the last count 4.
Omusango ogwokuna era nagwo gwa butemu nga kigambibwa nti Christopher Okello Onyum ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 ogwokuna 2026 Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center mu Ggaba Trading Zone Ggaba Parish Machinje Division Kampala District ng'olina ekigendererwa watta Odeke Ryan era bamubuuziza n'agamba nti omusango aguwulidde naye teyagukola.
My Lord, we have some great evidence between prosecution and the defense. My learned colleague will present it.
Before then, I want to hear from the defense whether it is true. We have some agreed evidence.
My lord, it's true. We have some agreed evidence to be on court record.
Ms. Kiza, before you come on, I want to hear from you, Mr. Kumba, whether you have discussed those agreed facts with Mr. Okello.
My lord, it's true. We have discussed the agreed facts with the accused person and he consented to it.
Mr. Okello, your lawyers and the lawyers for the state are saying that there is some evidence they have agreed upon. And what that means is that when they agree on some piece of evidence, there will be no need to call the witnesses that speak to that kind of evidence. The witness may not need to be called physically. So your lawyer tells me that he has explained that to you. I want you to confirm to the court that they have explained that and you are agreeable to having this evidence admitted.
Yes, my lord. I confirm that my lawyer has explained to me the facts about the good evidence, and yes, it should be usable in court. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Baloya aba gavumenti ne baloya ba Mr. Christopher Okello Onyum balina obujulizi bwe bakaanyizaawo nti babuleete mu kkooti ng'ebizibiti. Kino bakikola obutayagala kuyita abajulizi aboogera obujulizi obukwata ku biwandiiko oba obujulizi bwe bakaanyizaako kuleeta mu kkooti.
As that evidence is being read out, I want you to listen very carefully, because at the end of it, I will require all of us to sign on that document which has agreed evidence. So please listen carefully. Yes, Ms. Kiza.
The agreed evidence, my lord, is in respect of
Are you hearing us? Let's try to be audible enough. Yes, Ms. Kiza, please try to speak loudly. There are people on the other side who may want to follow the proceedings.
most obliged. The agreed evidence, my lord, is in respect of police form 48B, which is the postmortem report, and the various postmortem reports that we have. My lord, the postmortem reports are 4 in total. The first one, my lord, is a postmortem report in respect of Eteku Gideon. Eteku Gideon was one of the children. This is under CRB number 026 of 2026, Ggaba Police Station. The bodies were taken to the city mortuary, Mulago, and the postmortem was conducted on the 2nd of April 2026. The postmortem examination
The postmortem was done when?
on 2nd of April 2026. Eteku Gideon was a male adult, a male juvenile. I beg your pardon, my lord. This postmortem was conducted by Dr. Katongole Abdul.
Katongole
Abdul.
Abdul.
Yes. The deceased in this case, my lord, was a male juvenile. He was a preschool child. Of black race. He had 21 teeth. He had 11 teeth in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. And his jaw was intact. The body was cold with primary flaccidity. And the body was also pale. Evidence of trauma. There was a 14-centimeter long open wound on the right side of the neck, located at 66 centimeters from the right heel. And the nape of the neck. The nape of the neck. This wound, my lord, was longer than its depth. Characterized by smooth edge, regular margins, no bridging fibers.
Say that again, please.
This wound was characterized by smooth edge, regular margins, no bridging fibers, marginal contusion, no contusion of the underlying soft tissues. The wound was deep, transecting through the esophagus, trachea, internal jugular vein, internal jugular vein, vagus nerve, cut fractures of C6 vertebrae, C6 vertebrae. However, the spinal cord cricoid cartilage, cricoid is CRICOID, cricoid cartilage comma, hyoid bone. Hyoid is H-Y-O-I-D. Hyoid bone, comma, and common carotid artery was intact. Common carotid is C-A-R-O-T-I-D. Carotid artery was intact. The airway was clogged with frothy blood.
Clogged with what?
The airway was clogged with frothy, F-R-O-T-H-Y, frothy blood. The above description were consistent with deep cut wounds. The conclusion of the doctor, my lord, was in respect of the cause of death, and the cause of death was hypovolemic shock due to deep cut injuries to the neck. This report, my lord, was signed by Dr. Katongole Abdul and dated the 2nd of April 2026, and it is under postmortem report number 1102 of 2026.
Is that all for this report?
This report, my lord, also bears a stamp of Kampala Capital City Mortuary Police. That's all for this report, my lord.
Okay, let's have it in the Uganda language.
Ebyo bye bakkaanyizaako okuleeta mu kkooti baloya bombi kuliko postmortem oba ebbaluwa abasawo ze baakebererako abaana abo. Eyasooka yali ya Etiku Gideon era postmortem enamba baagiwa 11/02/2026. Emirambo baagitwala mu mokyala e Mulago era ono Etiku Gideon baamukebera nga 2 Ogwokuna 2026 era yamukebera omusawo bamuyita Katongole Abdul. Etiku Gideon nti yali mwana mulenzi nga yali mu nasale oba preschool, nti bwe bamukebera yali alina amannyo 21 ng'alina 11 waggulu 10 wansi, nti omulambo gwali gunyogoga nga gukeeruse, nti bwe bamukebera ne basanga yali alina ekiwundu, bali bamusaze ku bulago. Ekiwundu kyali kiwanvu nga kyenkana sentimita 17, nti era bwe bayongera okukebera ne basanga nti bwe bamufumita airway oba awayita empewo gye tussa mwalimu omusaayi nga gwesibidde omwo, era n'akomekereza ng'agamba nti omwana ono kyamuviirako okufa yavaamu omusaayi mungi olw'ensonga nti baali bamusaze obulago. Omusawo yasayininga n'ateekako sitampu ya Mulago Mortuary.
The second piece of agreed evidence, my lord, is also Police Form 48B, a postmortem report. This is postmortem report number 1103 of 2026. It is under CRB 026 of 2026, and it is in respect of Agenworth. Agenworth is AGEN Orwwoth. Again, Worth Kisha Otim. This examination was done on the 2nd of April 2026. Again, Worth was found to be a female juvenile of preschool age.
Yes, proceed.
The body was found to be cold. It had primary flaccidity. She had 12 teeth and her jaw was intact. The body was also found to be pale, evidence of trauma. There was a 9-centimeter long open wound. On the right side of the neck at 67 centimeters from the right heel. And 1 centimeter from the anterior midline.
From the anterior?
1 centimeter from the anterior midline. This wound was longer than it was deep. The wound was characterized by smooth edges, regular margins, but there were no marginal contusion nor bridging fibers. The wound was deep. The wound was deep, transecting through the skin underlying neck muscles, the trachea, esophagus, major neck vessels and nerves. There were cut fractures of the C5 vertebrae. Cut fractures of the C5 vertebrae. Rupture. There was a rupture of the intervertebral disc. Intervertebral disc and transection of the spinal cord. The doctor noted that these findings were consistent with deep cut wounds. The doctor's conclusion was that the cause of death was hypovolemic shock, following deep cut wound to the neck. My Lord, this postmortem report is signed by Dr. Katongole Abdul on the 2nd of April 2026. It also bears a stamp of Kampala Capital City Authority City Mortuary Police.
Ekiwandiiko ekyokubiri era nayo postmortem oba ebbaluwa omusawo gye yawandiika ng'amaze okwekebejja omulambo gwa Keisha Agenworth Otim ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 Ogwokuna 2026 era omusawo oyo omu Dr. Katongole Abdul bwe yakebera omwana ono yali mwana omuwala nga yali alina emyaka egy'okubeera mu nasale era nti omulambo gwali gunyogoga nga gupeeruse ono yali alina maanyo 12 nti naye baamufumita mu bulago era ekiwundu kyali kyenkana sentimita 9 nti baamukebera bwe yamukebera n'asanga nti bwe baamufumita nnyo nga kye baamufumisa kyayingira mu mubiri nekikwata ku misiwo egisinga egy'obulago era n'agamba nti ekyamuviirako okufa yavaamu omusaayi mungi olw'ekiwundu kye yatuusibwako ku bulago n'amala n'asayininga n'ateekako sitampu y'eddwaliro oba mokyari.
My Lord, the third piece of agreed evidence is also a postmortem report, Police Form 48B. My Lord, this is postmortem number 1101 of 2026. This, my Lord, is postmortem is in respect of Seryange Ignatius, who is a male juvenile of preschool age. This postmortem was conducted by Dr. Katongole Abdul on the 2nd of April 2026. The doctor found the body of Seryange to be cold and with primary flaccidity, and it was severely pale. Evidence of trauma. There was a 14-centimeter long open wound on the right side of the neck, which was longer than it was deep. This wound was located at 69 centimeters from the right heel. 69, my lord. 69 centimeters from the right heel and 4 centimeters from the anterior midline. The wound was characterized by smooth edges and regular margins. The wound extended to the back of the neck in a horizontal plane. In a horizontal plane. The wound was deep, transecting through the skin fascia. Fascia, my lord, is FASCIA. And underlying neck muscles, comma, injuring the internal jugular vein, comma, vagus nerve and branches of the subclavian artery. Subclavian, my lord, is SUBCLAVIAN. Subclavian artery and vertebral artery.
Please spell that again.
SUBCLAVIAN. Subclavian, of the subclavian artery and vertebral artery in the neck. The doctor found that the above descriptions were consistent with deep cut injuries. The doctor also found that there was another 4 centimeter long cut wound. There was another 4 centimeter long cut wound located on the right submandibular region. Submandibular, my lord, is SUBMANDIBULAR. Submandibular region at just 3 centimeters above the deep cut wound described above. This wound was only superficial, involving the skin and the superficial fascia. The cause of death was hypervolemic shock following deep cut injuries to the neck. This report, my Lord, was signed by Dr. Kkooti Etabusse on the 2nd day of April 2026. It also bears a stamp of Kampala Capital City Mortuary Police.
Ekiwandiiko ekyokusatu kye bakanyizaako ye postmortem olw'ebalwa gye bakebererako Sseruyange Ignatius nga bagiwa enamba 1101 Kashyale 2026. Sseruyange Ignatius yali mwana mulenzi nga
Will your lawyers discuss with you the contents of the postmortem reports that have been agreed upon?
Yes, my lord. My lawyers discussed with me the contents of the postmortem report.
They are not lawyers, but they stand in on behalf of the public, and I am going to appoint some. They advise the court on whether they will sit through the court process, and they will hear all the evidence, and afterwards, at the conclusion of the case, they will advise me.
A businessman dealing with the
Religion?
Catholic.
Mr. Morgan, do you have any objection to Mr. Musalajo?
My lord, we have no objection.
We work and to try the issue between the Republic of Uganda and the prisoner, Ggaba, and the true opinion given according to the evidence. So help me God.